not like the Shire in
Well,
the
I
Hobbit.
haven't seen any zoning plans for this area, so I would know it.
Uh, so yes, there's that. Um,
Mhm.
and she says, "Well, if I do learn myself or my father learns anything more of this, we will let you know. But I thought it prudent to inform you as soon as possible, just in case,
Right.
for you to be."
It's foreboding news and something we need to remain aware of. It might get context to a few different other things happening out there.
I mean, it's not really that much of a danger.
Has the Shire Reeve actually been informed of this?
Yes, she said so earlier. Yeah,
No, let me rephrase. Have he actually done any actions to prepare for this? Because it seems like this is something that we need to try and take care of as soon as
I
possible.
want to point something out here. What's the gestation cycle of a wyvern?
depends.
These people are still experimenting on eggs, which means that even if they succeed, the wyvern still has to grow up. So there is a lot of time on our hands.
She says that one of the things about magical manipulation is it can speed up, according to her father at least, that you can speed up the growth cycle.
And of course, if this is their plan, it might be their intention.
I'm sorry, my roommate's cat just like jumped up on my computer. So
Yeah, cat.
Kitty. Like, play with me.
he does this like nonstop when I'm working. He just like sits on top of my keyboard. I don't know why.
Because he wants the attention.
I'm working.
Exactly. That's why he wants the attention. You're not paying attention to them.
How dare you pay attention to the box instead of the cat?
Exactly. And since that, according to what my father explained to me, one of the ways to experiment with creatures is to accelerate their growth rate. If that's the case, then it's a possibility. Not, I can't guarantee that that's what they're doing, but
see, if I could bring anything from 3rd edition over, it would be the chronomancy magic.
I'm not familiar with that, actually.
It has its own book.
Everything had its own book.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it's one of those things that one of the reasons I love Ironclaw so much is that anything a bad guy can do, you can do. Right? There's no differential because unless you're like a real monster, which Ironclaw is not full of until they release the Book of Monsters, there's no difference between what you can do and the bad guy can do. In this game, however,
yes,
as you've already pointed out, they're messing around with time magic, which is something I will never be able to do, except for casting Wish, which will age me by 5 to 10 years.
I'm sure you can find a way to do it.
I don't think it's actually time magic per se.
Well, you're aging them pretty quickly, which I'm putting into the chronomancy school of magic because it's what else do you count that as?
I mean, you can count that as a lot of different.
They're still babies. I'm just casting enlarge on them. I have enlarged babies.
Magically modified organisms? I'm not sure.
Right, but yeah, but if you're gestating them at super speed, that's essentially time magic.
Anyway, so she says that, and she promises that if she has any more information, her father has any more information, that they would share with you, and of course the Reeve, so that at least you're prepared.
Right.
But that seems to be the extent of that.
I see. Well, we'll try to keep you updated as well if we happen to see anything else weird out there. So I guess between us then. So there's giant monsters out there that could have accelerated growth and extra magical abilities. And there's still the bandit problem.
Yes. So, what should we go? I would suggest we actually take care of these monsters personally.
Well, I mean, but that's sort of vague and nebulous, short of understanding exactly where the goblins may be going to interact with the creature, and any other sort of plans they have. And if there's a narrow window we can really intercept them on for that. But what we do know is we have a vague sense of where the bandits are beyond the river. And we also know that they've come here to the city before to try to attack us. So if we strike out now, we at least have someplace where we have a concrete idea that they're out there. It's their actual operating base, probably. And we might be able to end the threat.
There's also a third nebulous threat still out there as well.
That's true, too. Which, as soon as we can get some information on that, we could act on it.
The portal makers.
Yeah, the Prince of Roses or Season of the Rose.
Well, no,
with
I
the
thought the Prince of
that-
Roses was the.
He's the one who made the portals, I think, or I think that's our implication or connect
Wait,
the dots.
who's the
on
leader
that.
of the bandits again?
The Stag Lord.
Stag Lord. Sorry, we have these weird titles that are getting me mixed up.
It's still something that we should consider. Okay, if we're actually going after the Stag Lord, then we have a vague direction of where his base would be. Do you think that would be something we can set up a military action for?
Doubt it.
The
The village doesn't
Brave.
have that many people.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Wraith, I think maybe you're very optimistic about what Narwhal's capable of.
A village is up to 100 people. That's the definition of a village. So, the
In
military
every regard
force.
that's not a Narwhal, of course, is not protecting someone.
Apparently,
It would have to
so.
be us, and it would have to be us against all of them.
Can we handle it then? I guess is the question.
Depends.
Well-
How many people is an acceptable amount of death? I say 2.
Well, it's good you've already reached your limit. But
I
I
don't
mean,
even know what to say to that.
But I mean, Braith, I'm a hero. I know I can handle it, and you're a accomplished warrior too. You certainly could handle it, right?
We shouldn't go in necessarily foolhardy either. I've been in too many fights where things have gone awry because we thought we could handle it.
Really?
need-
Right.
Wasn't your teaching before that you needed to make stuff up on the fly?
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with doing so, but we still went in with a plan.
Yeah, but your plan failed immediately, and you had to make up everything on the fly. It seems to me that your lesson there was not to make plans.
No, my lesson was to be prepared to change your plans.
Right. In which case, why even have plans?
I'm very confused now, but okay.
Well, here's a simple plan then. We could go out there. We can look around the area, see what we can see, and not poke our noses too deep into it until we feel more confident with what we learn.
I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by the cat.
Cat. Kitty.
He's playing with the wires under my computer. I can't let him do that.
He's just having fun. Let it destroy your computer.
No.
Lessons.
Yeah,
The
go
last intel we had for the bandits was that they'd be sort of in the hills around here.
Past the river.
So you're
Past the
pointing at
river,
the
yeah.
place where the orcs are.
The orcs,
Or
we
past the
noticed
ruins.
them here, yeah. So past the river would be like here.
Because the last time we saw the bandits, they were at the robbers tab.
Yeah,
I
up
actually have a question. Are the bandits dealing with the orcs as well?
Well, let's
It
see.
doesn't
When
seem
we
so.
when we went at the bandits' place in
They had
Narwhal,
they had
they had
bugbears.
hobgoblins or bugbears or whatever, which
Yeah,
are
bugbears.
typically allies or part of an orcish army. So my supposition would be yes.
That means they're probably allied.
That or the area is just so rife with orcish tribes and whatnot that it's real easy if you're living out there to get people recruited.
Right, either or.
Hmm.
I suppose if we got actionable reason to believe that they might actually have some kind of alliance,
Well,
then
I just
that
mean
would be troubling news, and we should probably leave immediately.
I just mean that we haven't seen any elves in their ranks, I don't recall, which means that they're not.
Mhm.
I mean, it also portends to where their base isn't they're not in the north west because we don't see elves in their ranks, and the elves live in the northwest, whereas all the orcs live in the south, and we've only seen them in the southerly direction.
So we could always go investigate to find out.
Yeah.
I guess quick question on lessons. We've traveled up and down the river, and we've explored each of these tiles. Is there a way to cross the river at any of these tiles?
Yes. And here you can find several shallow crossing points. This
Okay.
river is not that deep.
Right. So we would go over here and then explore outwards from there.
But wait, didn't the logging camp have a base that was on the river?
Yes.
So wouldn't
here.
they have a crossing point?
That could also be true.
I just mean that the logging camp is, ooh, you moved the wrong thing.
I mean, that does make sense.
The logging camp is only 10 hours away, whereas the ruins crossing is 20 hours away. Plus, there's points crossing the loggers camp that we haven't explored either.
Then do you want to sort of travel in this kind of circuit?
Well, the problem is that there's no crossing that we're aware of at your 25-foot mark.
No, this one is a crossing.
All right, still, hold on.
So we could travel here
Yeah, we'd
to
have to
here
do
if we wanted.
one of these, and then up again, and then back down again.
Right, that's a little annoying, but I mean, at least it's a path. So
I mean, these
Well, I mean,
ruins, remember that the empty ruins that were once covered in snow? There's a crossing nearby because there's a
Right.
village.
I'm just saying that we'd have to go up then and down again, which is a 10-hour. If time becomes a factor, a 10-hour move around.
just a 4-hour tour.
3.
It's still a little screwy.
I mean, it's still the most optimal way, other than coming down here, going this way, and then turning back around to come back. It's still the most direct line.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know. I'm hoping we're stuck.
It's investigating. Okay. All right. So I suppose we could take Gar's path. We could go through the forest, cross at the logging camp, and sort of explore down this way first.
If we think that is the best route to go, then I suggest we do so. Although we now have information, perhaps we should maybe stop first at the just a thought, but maybe stop at the Alchemist's Tower again.
For what?
Information, possibly a way to destroy the eggs and whatnot before we go.
Jaina told us everything that he learned.
That's everything that he learned, but like no weapons or anything to destroy them. We just know how they work.
Well, they're eggs. How hard do you think it is to break an egg? It's literally like literally an analogy about breaking things. It's how easy they are.
I am merely trying to think of a solution where we may not have to just break the eggs constantly, because they can always create more. I'm thinking of a way to say poison the process.
Well, kill mom and dad wyvern, and they're not going to be making any more, are they?
Right, and they can always choose any natural animal who already exists.
That is true. All right. Well, it seems that our path is already set.
All right. So I suppose we will head out. Boop. That's my plan.
Okay, so that's 5-10 hours. By the 15-hour mark, you're going to rest here. So
yeah,
we'll roll up.
That's still a 13, though.
Yeah, so that's you finding food.
Am I rolling or helping, or what do you want me to do?
I think you're going to do watch, which is perception, and I'm going to try to do cooking.
I have an 8.
I have a 9 for cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Kix managed to again burn the food.
Wait, is it perception? What are you doing? Are you watching, or are you like taking watch, or are you
Yeah,
investigating?
Yeah, I was
taking watch is what I was thinking.
Okay, so we're not investigating the. Oh, sorry. I thought we
Yeah,
were a
because we're-
hex. I thought we were a hex
Yeah.
above. Sorry.
No.
Tomorrow we'll investigate.
Yeah. So nothing happens in the night, except that you probably have a bit of a stomach ache because of Kix cooking. It wasn't great. But overall, yeah, you managed to. It was barely edible. You get no bonuses, of course. So where do you go next? You're gonna go here?
So you were dying. I just realized you never used your inspiration.
Who,
I don't
me?
think I had an inspiration.
We've all gotten
Had for a while.
inspiration at one point or another, and they don't go away. So
I definitely used it at some point, I think is what happened.
I don't recall anybody ever using inspiration.
Yeah. We just haven't gotten it back for a while.
Well, I've been
Nah,
sitting
yeah,
on
I just
mine
don't have it
from-
tapped, so I just don't have it.
I've had sitting on mine since session 1. I just haven't heard anybody claiming they're using inspiration. So it's
You
like,
also didn't hear what like the what the priestess wanted, so maybe you just missed.
to be fair, I assume the priestess told us that stuff when she was talking to you alone. And if if I'm not part of an in-character conversation, I tune it out because my character's not there.
Okay. Well, I guess in the next task, I'll do the investigation and survival. What we gonna find?
What do I need? Do you want me to roll again, or
No, there's only 2 things to roll, and we rolled them.
Right, and Gar has survival on lockdown, and I'm the smartest between us two.
my stats suck?
Well, my thing is I have the owl to aid me, and I have a +5 in survival, so.
So what do we find out here in the woods?
Everything.
Everything.
As you go into a path in the woods, you see a.
Tarrasque.
Oh no!
It's always
a
a
1/7
Tarrasque.
scale model of the world.
You
I just
see-
got done listening to Ready Player 2 on all these multiple car trips to the hospital, and he brags, "Oh yeah, we went to planet whatever and beat the Tarrasque in 4 minutes." It's like, oh okay. Well, they were using the Tarrasque as an example of something that's even harder to kill from like Lord of the Rings or something. The Silmarillion. Like there's a character in Silmarillion that makes the Tarrasque look like babies.
What
Well,
character
I mean, they
is
are
that?
all like Maiar and stuff, so yeah, I would hope so.
Some like Lord guy that apparently Sauron was like a general for. Like
Yeah.
Sauron's like nothing. He's like the commander of some keep on an island, and this guy is the big bad, and he
Oh,
has
really?
the Silmarillion gems in his crown.
Right, yeah, he's the main angel who basically was against all the others, so he eventually makes Sauron just so he could have like someone physically do stuff in the world for him.
Essentially, it's
I
the devil and the Antichrist kind of situation.
Of course it is, because it's Tolkien. I gotta be honest. I never really read the Silmarillion. So there's a
Morgoth, I think.
Yeah,
there we
Morgoth.
go.
That is it, Morgoth. And
Morgoth.
also, you're right there with the main character from Ready Player 2, who also did not read it and almost dies.
I read as much as I possibly could have.
This guy only skimmed it. He's the main guy who knows everything all the time. So I only skimmed the Silmarillion. Almost gets killed by the wolf at the entrance.
So he's a Gary Stew that got
Yep.
basically screwed because he wasn't a Gary Stew.
Well, he didn't read it because his girlfriend was a big fan and she broke up with him and he was too heartbroken to finish the book.
I sigh at that.
There are numerous reasons to stop reading the Silmarillion.
Yeah, well, he goes into that too. It's all
like there's
about like
reasons to never.
Elvish.
It sounds
It's
like
full
a
of like
reason not
Elvish
to read Ready Player
pronunciation
2.
guides and dates and things like that. He's like, I just couldn't get into it. They're like, bullshit. You always read everything. You always go 100% to every fucking thing you do. Tell us why you fucking didn't finish the book.
As you're walking down, you see a group of Oh, by the way, heal your points if you haven't, because you're real. You see a
Yep.
patrol of wargs, Goblin Mountain and wargs coming down, or going this direction in the opposite direction of the forest, and they see you, and you see them.
Friendly wave.
Yep.
And they're going to charge.
Not friendly wave. They didn't wave back, Wraith. I think they mean to do us injury.
Is there? I don't see the map.
Oh, we put you in the map. Of course, you can't see the map if I don't put you in the
Yeah, I'd love a map.
map that
Hey,
is selected as the random map.
Oh my god, these guys.
Let's
they
roll.
are large and in charge.
Oh, also at some point I would have casted the Find Familiar over all that time that we spent doing nothing.
Yeah,
That's
over
why
like
you-
the last 4 days.
Yeah, that's why the owl is there.
Not a great showing on our end.
Yeah, but they roll a 5, so
You might have to add me to the. Well, actually, I'll do it. Hold on.
Doop-de-loop-doop.
It's gonna take me like 2 seconds because I'm slow.
so it's gonna be 8. Yeah.
I guess
See.
it doesn't really matter. I'm still going first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're there. What are you gonna do?
Are they like they're charging on top of the wargs? Is that correct?
Yes.
Typically the way you write them out, yeah.
If you want to prepare for the charge, being next to me would probably be best. But you also have a bunch of spells you could do too.
I'm going to cast. All right. Real quick. Creature of choice. Does that include me or no?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do.
You can cast Shield of Faith on you.
I will cast Shield of Faith on myself then. At the moment, concentration for up to 10 minutes, plus 2 DC bonus to AC for the duration. And then I will move right next to Kix with my axe ready to go.
That brings
Okay.
you up to what, 20? 19?
For AC,
Yeah.
18.
That brings you up to
Ooh.
18?
Yeah, I have only chainmail.
Yeah, I also have chainmail, but I have a shield.
Do
So.
you have proficiency in heavy?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's why I assumed that you had heavy.
No, being
Heavy's so expensive.
being a cleric from Cord, I get proficiency in heavy. I really need to like get that upgrade to like plate or something as soon as I can.
Okay then. Gar.
Well, we're looking at what? Crunchy DM. We're looking at 6 of them?
Yeah.
Mirror image.
Okay.
Multiple Gar.
So the wargs move up to 50 feet. Up to here.
Damn it.
That's fucking fast.
Well, my other idea was I was going to Ray of Frost them so they would slow down a little bit, but it's like, I can't do 2 spells.
I mean, they're quadrupeds, so yeah.
They also can't quite reach us either, which is nice.
Well, the wargs can't reach you, but the goblins have short bows and they can't.
Ah,
Well,
no,
it's
how dare
in
they
which
use
case-
rage weapons.
In which case, charging us meant literally nothing.
No, because they are gonna, if they get in melee, the warg and the goblin can attack.
Right, but you would want the Mongol technique of riding circles around us, shooting at us, so that we would never reach you.
I guess they aren't exactly the smartest scouting bunch here.
Nope.
So 3 are gonna attack Wraith, and 3 are gonna attack Kix. As they see the shimmering thing that is Gar, and they go like,
Yeah, they see many turtles now.
what? That's ignore it. And none of you speak English. All of you speak.
Well,
common.
none of us speak English. No, you are
Yeah,
technically
we don't.
correct.
Yeah, none of you speak Goblin, so they're muttering in Goblin. So 3 short bow attacks on Wraith.
Thank
I
God
believe That's a miss.
No, I think it's a good thing I put that on me.
And the one-ton kicks. I believe that's a hit.
Yep, that's one hit.
That's a miss, right? Because I'm plus 18.
Yep, 18.
One short bow for 3 points of damage.
Arrow.
Kicks.
Okay. Well, you do have fire breath again, but 2d6. I'm just gonna step up.
Okay.
So gonna step up and let's begin the stabbing. I'm gonna go ahead and go with a menacing strike.
Okay, who are you attacking? The goblin or the warg?
I'm gonna go for the warg.
Okay.
Because the warg is very scary. So menacing attack. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, they need to make a DC 15 saving throw.
Which ability? Strength?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Makes it.
All right, he makes it. He's not frightened.
But he took 11 points of damage.
Yep. I can go ahead and wiggle here. Well, he didn't get scared by the strike, so I'm going to go ahead and try to strike him again with Action Surge. And it's going to be a distracting strike now. 12 to hit.
That, I believe, is a miss.
Well, they're a little sturdier than that. Okay, so I've gone ahead, I've used all my abilities, and I'm done.
Okay, Wraith.
Okay, I'm going to go up. Axe is out. Axe is ready to strike. That's a waste of time.
I was ready as you thought.
Wow, they both were botched too. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save those then. And I don't think I can do anything else. So that's my turn.
Oh, man.
Gar.
That was with advantage, too. Owl flies in. Aid action. Flies out. Hold on. 1 sec. I just need to... It's the radius. Yeah, no, nobody is. Well, no, these two are. I'm gonna cast Acid Splash on the two wargs, since they're within 5 feet of each other.
That's a hit. No, saving throw.
Yeah, saving throw.
Okay, so first the wargs.
Well, it's only 2 targets, so...
Yeah, but they're 4 because they have riders.
It doesn't matter, it only affects 2 targets.
Okay, so the 2 wargs. The first one failed, and the second one failed.
So 6 damage to both of them.
They take 6 damage.
And again, the next one who targets this one here has advantage. Didn't pre-plot that very well. Thought I was going to target it with something, but I didn't.
So the wargs. These 2 wargs go in and they're melee. This one goes here, and this is about 10 feet up. So it's going to use a bow. This one's going to go around and also use the bow. This one's going to go here and use the bow. And this one's going to use the bow. So they're trying to surround you. So the bowmen. One is going to try to attack Kicks. One is going to try attack Gar. And the rest are going to try to attack Wraith. So let's go with the bows first. The one on Gar. I believe that you have to roll. Watch it. It misses anyway, so it doesn't matter, right?
Each time a creature targets you, their attack.
Yeah, the rules for mirror image in this edition are just... Ugh.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta roll the d20. Okay, and it would go for that, and the AC plus my dex, what did you roll? A 12? My dex is think that makes an 11, which would mean that would be a hit.
So they hit an illusion then.
Yeah. Yeah, so you destroyed one of my illusions.
Okay. The second one attacks kicks at range. That's a miss.
Yup.
The two attacks on Wraith at range. I believe those are hits, both of them. Correct?
Yes, he has AC 18.
11 points of damage.
So just a note for when he comes back.
Yup.
And Worg tries to bite you. Kicks.
Okay.
24.
Yup.
Targeted creature, if they must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Hey, good thing strength saving throw is my best thing, and I almost failed it anyway.
Otherwise-
Robert,
Yeah.
you took 11 damage.
Okay.
And the goblin tries to strike you with scimitar. That's a miss. And again, the
the goblin I'm going to riposte.
Okay.
Doop-a-doop-doo. 22
Hit.
for 18.
Yeah, you kill the goblin.
Goodbye, goblin.
You still got the Worg to deal with.
We probably need some marker to indicate which one does or does not have goblin targets.
I'm gonna put a token on that.
I'm assuming the one south of me is the one that has advantage to be attacked.
Yeah.
The ones
That's
with the
the
red
same one.
dots are the ones that you killed the goblins if you decide to target the goblins. Or the Worg, either way.
Okay.
So goblin against Wraith. Scimitar. 8. Worg also misses. So kicks you're up. I mean, you see that the what at first looked like a foolish attack in the sense of all of them rushing together. Now they spread out and they're using both missile fire and the combination of sword and bite to try to take you down. And he almost did take you down. He tried to wrestle the shield away from you as it bit into it. So there was that.
I'm going to go ahead and target this one that I have advantage against. And I'm going to go ahead and do menacing attack. I'm going to show them why it was a bad idea to do this. 25 for 18 damage. And it is going to be DC 15 wisdom save.
Well, damn it, I closed the thing.
Oops. I understand that feeling there.
We do it all the time.
Maybe that happens. You said it was a wisdom save, correct? Yes,
Wisdom save.
Oh, he fails, and so he's frightened. So that means he can't get closer to you to attack, but that doesn't mean he has to flee either. And I believe he has disadvantage on attacks.
Is frightened also the one that means that they can't take reactions?
Also, the one that can't take reactions.
But they can still attack you.
Yeah, like I said, attack. Brave. Essentially, you have two targets on melee, a goblin on top of Worg. And they're both attacking you.
I'm going after... I missed it, though. I missed like how bad they hit. I guess I'm going to go after the... I got my axe out. I'm going to go after the Worg.
Okay.
19.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
8 slashing, and then I'm going to use my power. The War Priest to make another attack.
Go ahead.
Also on the Worg. 12, probably not.
That is a no. Close, but no cigar.
All right. Well, I do 8 damage to the Worg. I guess I chop into its side somewhere.
Gar.
Owl flies in, grants advantage to attack that one, flies back. Then I acid splash the two that are in front of us, the wargs.
The first Worg makes a dex save, fails. The second one also fails.
That's 6 to both, and I'm done.
Goblin, the splash hits the face of sprays in the face of the Worg. Actually, it basically burns away its face, its tongue, and it sort of drowns in its own liquids as it tries to breathe in, but it can't because its nostrils are afraid of burning acid. And this one is very injured, but still there. The wargs. This one goes here. I'm going to attack with both. This one is going to take the place of the one that fell. Put this over here to make sure that it doesn't get confused. And these two are going to continue firing arrows. So, 2 attacks on kicks. First, the warg, the bite.
Okay. That's it.
Oh,
That's on Gar. Sorry.
Okay.
So you said kicks.
Yeah, but that was a mistake. Gar.
Alright, fine. Hold on. Well, it's ironic because that would miss me.
But it would hit one of your.
Yep. Hit. So I'm down to 1 mirror image.
And the goblin. Miss.
Doesn't matter. I still got to roll.
Now.
That gets rid of my that last mirror image.
9 wouldn't hit your mirror image. Its AC is 11.
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
right. So
Yeah,
that one
whatever.
misses.
Yeah. Okay. Now kicks. The warg.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh,
I
now.
don't like that crit.
Now you're glad he switched to me?
I don't like it.
Yeah. Make a DC saving throw with strength. If you're still up.
I'm still up.
Yeah. So
Strength is still my best, and I rolled higher than a 2.
good, because otherwise this guy would have advantage. It doesn't matter.
Stop taking bites out of me. I swear I'm going to stuff myself full of poison just so that people die when they keep biting me.
They're gonna try to do the same to the priest.
Right.
Bite on the priest.
That's a hit.
Wow. DC saving throw is very important because
Mhm.
otherwise it's a DC 13 strength check. Ooh.
I will attempt to intercept.
He's
'Cause
hitting.
to reduce 6 damage, but that's the best I get for you.
Is the priest?
Okay,
next to us?
which one are you intercepting? The bite?
The bite.
The bite, okay. So
Yeah.
the scimitar goes through.
That was against the priest, right?
Yeah, 7 damage.
Where's the priest?
This one.
Brave as priest.
No, Wraith is a cleric. I thought. Sorry, I'm confused now because I thought the priest might still be with us.
Priestess. Well, it's the same thing.
Oh no, Wraith is a man. Also, I just noticed there's a second owl on this map.
Oh. Doesn't matter.
I guess it was here from last time.
Oh dear.
Goblin.
No, owl.
Oh, yeah. When the last time you played? 2 shortbow strikes against the cleric. Oh, Jesus Christ. 4 piercing.
Oh, this is not good.
Kicks. You're up.
Okay.
1 Worg and Rider are dead, but the other ones are. Their tactics appear to be working. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go ahead and pull out the potion of superior healing and use it immediately. So it's going to be 8d4 plus 8. 21.
Wow, that's a lot of ones.
It is, but it's also a lot of d4s. That was going to happen anyway. And there's 10 points I'm below. I can still go ahead and also second wind at the same time to heal straight back up to full.
Okay.
So I downed the potion, let out a roar, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Great, you're up.
Good, because I'm not.
Yeah,
Alright, looks like-
focus your efforts on yourself.
All right. Looks like we are curing myself. I am boosting it to a second level slot, so it's a 2d8 plus my ability.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. I'm doing like maintenance stuff.
It's okay.
Oh, it doesn't click. Damn it. All right.
R/R 2d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
I will
Hey,
take 10.
10 points.
Oh, I see. It's asking me for the input value first. That's why.
Ah, there you go.
Gar.
Now it just like fucked up on my screen.
And Gar is sitting back down.
I am assuming I'm still prone.
You could probably stand up in that same motion.
Yeah, you can say one, yeah. I mean, unless you want to be on the ground, in which case they'll continue to have advantage against you. So
I will. No, I'm standing up, and then I'm just gonna do a quick healing word.
Go ahead.
Word.
Well, no, you did a main spell, so yeah. Unless that's a cantrip, yeah. Okay, the rule list goes like this: you can make 2 spells per round if these two conditions are met. They don't have to be the same in the same spell, but they have to be met. One of the spells has to be a cantrip, and at least one of those spells has to be a bonus action.
It's a okay. It's not a cantrip, so ignore that then.
Also, I don't remember if we did or not, but did you ever roll for concentration? All that damage you took?
No, I did not. I probably should have.
Yeah, every time you got hit, you should have rolled concentration.
What are you concentrating on right now?
He has Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Thank you.
I always remembered sitting down for some reason.
Roll twice, because you're gonna.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
At such a low damage level, it's just 10 or better.
Yeah, 10. It's a DC saving throw Constitution versus 10.
You'd basically have to get dealt like 20 damage before it goes up by 1
Constitution,
point.
you said, okay.
Yeah, 21 points. That's the first one. Yeah, you lost the Shield of Faith.
Alrighty.
So Gar.
Alright. Is a goblin on this guy, or it's just both of them still, right?
Yeah, there was a. If the goblin is killed, I put a red dot on.
Right. So fly in, give advantage, fly out. And then I'll acid splash the 2 wargs.
Okay. Warg number 1. It made the saving throw.
So no damage.
Warg number 2 failed.
Alright, so 5 damage.
This one right here was the one that got the. It was fresh, but no more. It is wounded.
Is it fresh? I've dealt it acid damage in the past.
No, you killed this one. This one was
right, but I've acid splashed since that guy died, and this guy has been here. So I've been always doing these 2, the 2 in front of me.
Yeah, okay. This is how it happened. This one was here. This guy was here.
Oh, no. I understand that this guy moved out of the way when he died, and you brought another guy in. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but there's no round that you were. This is the first time they take damage.
That's the inconvenience of you moving tokens around.
Yeah. So the wargs. 2, they're gonna attack Gar. Actually, okay. This guy, the war gets angry, tries to attack you, and the goblin is like, "Don't do that." So the goblin is going to attack Kix, and the 2 wargs and the goblin are going to attack Gar. So the first 2 wargs, they see you as a bigger threat.
Shiny Pokemon card.
Yeah, apparently it's worth $6.
Nice.
That's another hit.
Are these both against me?
Yeah.
Well, first one.
Shield?
No, first one is still. I have a mirror image up.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't attack the mirror image. So yeah, I'm gonna use shield, which will bring my AC to 24. So the first one will still miss me. And actually, technically, the second one will miss me now that my AC is 24. But to mirror image him. That misses the mirror image. I have to roll 11 or higher for the mirror image to take effect.
And the goblin. One of the goblins. But your shield is still up, so.
Oh, is it still me? Sorry. Well, yeah, I still have to roll for the mirror image. So that mirror image comes up, and you've killed my last mirror image.
Damn, 22, 21.
Yeah, the last 10 attack rolls out of them have all been above 20.
As I said before, all I took were defensive spells, so this is what I'm built for. To not be hurt. Not to do
So,
damage.
Kix, you get first the Worg, and it misses.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Goblin. Gobble. Also misses.
Yeah.
And the two short bow strikes at the cleric. Oof. And yeah, I think both of them hit.
Yep.
That's an 11. And that's a 4. I think you are down. Because you have 14, that's 15, you're down.
Oh, thankfully, the 4 damage takes you down, not the first one. Because otherwise,
No,
otherwise that would be 2 death saves, failures.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Would it be?
Yeah, because
Yes.
if the first one had taken him down and then he took an additional 4, taking any damage is 2 failed. That's it. That's what I said.
Right. Yeah.
Thankfully,
if it was attacks.
Thankfully, the order of operations just brings him down to there.
Kix.
I'm going to pull out another potion. I am drinking the Potion of Haste. So for the next 10 turns, I will have an additional +2 AC and an extra action, and I could even move faster. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Potion of Haste from the list here.
Okay.
And because I drink the Potion of Haste, I have an extra action, which I can use to attack. Gar, which of these had advantage against it right now?
The one to the right.
This guy, or?
No, right, yeah. Sorry, south.
Okay, south. There
My
we go. So
right,
I will
your
go ahead.
south.
Yep, I will strike that one. Also use second wind. Longsword. It's great.
It's that.
Yeah, 12 damage.
The goblin falls to the ground and is going to make a wisdom saving throw. He fails, so he starts running.
Okay.
He uses nimble escape to disengage, so he's just going to run full movement, 60 feet.
I'm done for now.
So basically, you defeated these two. Wraith, your first death save.
Oh, I guess I could have intercepted that. I forgot I had.
Is that good?
Oh, wait, no, I intercepted one of them anyway. Yes, that's good. It's above 10, so you have 1 success.
All right, just checking.
Gar.
Sorry. Just responding to a possible new player.
Mm-hmm.
I may need a new character.
Fly in. Grant advantage against the Worg in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is within 5 feet of each other.
You are.
Yeah, but
You're not going to
acid splash myself. Yeah, this is where I finally
Right,
turned the
because you have to
tables.
specifically choose to target them, and it's 5 feet from there. You can't choose this square and then hit
No,
both
it has
of
to
them.
target a creature, so yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Since they're not bunching up, I guess I'll firebolt. It seems like Kix would deal more damage if we target. I'll firebolt the Worg above me.
Disadvantage.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
It literally doesn't matter. No.
It just ranged melee. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the damage is shit. So whatever.
Mhm.
That's me. I'm done.
Okay. The wargs. Again, you hit the guy on the asset, so the goblin is desperately yelling some instructions to the warg, and the warg apparently is barking or speaking back in a similar language. But it's so 2 wargs attacks to Gar and 1 goblin, and the goblin is going to try to attack Kix.
Okay. I have AC 20 now, but they'll roll 25. So.
So the first attack against Gar, that's a miss, right? Armor class is 18,
I
correct?
guess roll 20 is added DDoS protection. Hold on, let me tab back over.
Oh
it's a
yeah, you
miss.
saw that same message too.
Yeah, well, I was trying to PM somebody and they gave me up the whole prove you're not a robot and then DDoS protection screen. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, it's a miss. I have 19 AC.
Now the goblins. The gobble, also the scimitar. That's a miss. And the two short bows, because they still see you fighting around and even moving very fast, so they're spooked. They're going to fire two short bows attacks on Kicks. I believe that's a miss.
Yep. Ultra Instinct activates.
So Kicks, you're up.
Alright, with my Ultra Instinct up, I'm going to go ahead and start with one attack on the one directly adjacent to me right now, and see how that turns out. It has advantage.
Ooh.
We're in critical land now. I'm returning the favor. That's 13. How's the war doing?
It's bad. It's bloodied.
Okay. And then my other haste action is going to go ahead and be another longsword against it for 17.
Yeah, it's go down again. The Goblin Rider, being who they are, they're gonna make a Wisdom saving throw. They're gonna fail, and they're gonna use Nimble Escape to run.
Okay. I will take a step up here with Gar.
Yeah. Wraith, second saving throw, please. You're doing fine.
So far, so good.
Gar.
Bird's gonna fly in, grant advantage against that guy who's above me. There are no individual goblins on the ground, right?
No, they just immediately book it.
Yeah, they ran.
Right. I just mean since we're making saving throws, I didn't know if there were any out and about. I guess I'll firebolt one of these guys up on the ridge.
Okay.
The wargs, I mean.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
First you get double 18s, and now you get double 1s. The wargs. Now let's see if these guys. They sent half of the party members have been down. So let's see if this warg decides to stick it. Make a Wisdom saving throw. Staying. The goblin has no choice because the warg's gonna stay. The ones on top of the ridge. Yeah, they're staying as well. So.
You could really think it'd be the opposite way around.
Yeah, it's no. When they made the same things that they want to, they
haven't broken.
Well, no, I mean that they'd have the wisdom to realize that they're losing and run away, versus being so unwise that they decide to stay and fight. That's what I'm saying. You think it'd be the other way around.
It's like, yeah, we can totally win this.
So the warg and the goblin attack Master Gar. That's a 23.
Shield.
Okay.
My AC goes up to 24.
Yeah. I guess they only hit you with a critical, so yeah. And the two goblin bow strikes at Kicks. Sail harmlessly. You're moving so quickly that they can't pin you down. It's like Kicks.
Well, I have advantage against the warg up to the north here, so I'll go ahead and take the strike at that first. 24 for 7 damage. And if that's not enough, I'll go ahead and do it again. 16.
I mean, that actually does hit. Indeed, it does.
Hey, so that is 19 points of damage total.
I'm glad you guys are doing much better than me right now.
Oh dear, barely.
The goblin stays. It's like,
wow, this is incredibly brave and foolish goblin.
Yeah. Brave, the third saving throw. Ooh, that's your first miss.
Yep.
Okay. Gar.
Fly in, give advantage against I guess this one here, since it's probably the closest on foot. And then I will shoot the one up here with a firebolt.
That's a miss.
Alright, well, I'm done.
I guess shooting upwards is not as easy. So the goblin attacks Gar. Actually, yeah, it's gonna attack Gar. And misses. And then the 2 short bows at kicks. Nope. Swords clashing, bolts, arrows filling the air, but no dice.
Slow pile of massive Worg bodies taking up the whole place. All right, so my Ultra Instinct is still strong. I'm going to pull out the Troll's Blood potion, and I am going to go ahead and feed it to Braith as an action.
Roll
This is
intelligence.
this is the watered down Troll's Blood potion that we got from before.
Don't
Roll
waste
intelligence.
It. Don't waste it. It's
Roll intelligence.
Okay, let's roll intelligence.
Yeah, you remember that he said that the watered down version doesn't work if the person's unconscious.
Okay, yeah, so that can't even work even if I did want it to anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Well, technically, to the rules, he's dying. He's not unconscious. Unconscious is what he'd be when he succeeds on his 3rd test.
All right. Gar, I think you're going to be fine with the one goblin that happens to be there with you. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you, and I can move 60 feet because I'm very fast right now.
That's why I gave you advantage on that one.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and stab it once.
Oof.
For 13. And if 13's not enough, I'll hit it again. For 9 more.
That's a total.
As total, 21.
21.
Still 22. There. 22.
Still there.
Mhm.
But very wounded. He yelps.
And I have 7 turns left of this.
And just a note, Braith. If you roll a 1, you're dead.
Braith.
Oh, you're unconscious. Now you're technically unconscious.
Yay!
Hey, you get to live.
If nobody conks you in the head, you'll be up in 2 hours' time. Gar.
Yeah, I guess there's a goblin above me?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, I didn't realize that. It's a confusing bit of having them have shared tokens.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
The owl is going to grant advantage on this guy again, and it can fly back up and away.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just claw the goblin next to me.
You missed.
Yeah, well, I'm done.
Of the wargs. The warg sees this. He can clamber over this and tries to attack. So both of them are going to try to attack you melee.
Oh, they could try.
And
they'll totally succeed.
Worg. Scimitar, as a friend of mine would say.
And they shimmy right on out of there.
Yeah. And let's say the goblin that's on the ground fighting Gar, let's say if he's out of there, he just runs north. He disengages. So no problem. Kicks.
All right. Well, I'm adjacent to the one to my north, which has advantage against it right now, and here's going to be the sword.
Oh yeah.
I've been putting on a clinic here. 10 more damage to it. Is that enough? We're at 32.
Is enough.
Yeah. I'll wait for you to go ahead and roll the wisdom for the goblin real quick just to see what happens. But I will probably be striking the warg. I will definitely be striking the other warg.
He just runs in this direction to this bush, try to hide somewhere. Like, and that's a miss.
Yeah, my first miss in like 10 rolls. So.
And you'll be hitting 20s, 20s. And,
Exactly. Oh, the luck finally came back.
Gar.
Owl's gonna fly in, grant advantage against that guy, which I guess I will immediately use with my firebolt.
Okay.
Which I did.
Well, that's a hit.
6 damage.
Of course. the Worg. Okay, let's see if the Worg is going to stick around, being hit on all sides.
Yeah, he's the last one left.
He's too pissed off.
He's blinded by anger.
Yeah, so he's going to bite and hit.
That's the first hit in a while.
DC 13 strength check, please. DC check.
Okay. Let's subtract the 9 damage first real quick. And that is 12. I'm actually down.
Which gives the goblin an advantage.
Okay. Still has to hit a 20, but let's see if it can. And it crits with it. Oh, man.
For 8 points of damage.
Oh, there's no middle ground. It's just either you're winning hard or you're losing hard.
Yeah, I've noticed that heavily.
Ugh.
You go for the kill, and it bites into your arm. Mm-hmm. The Worg lifts you to the ground and slams you down, and the goblin and stabs you in the gut as you go down to the floor.
I like the aha. That was good.
Kicks, you're up. Well, literally, unless you don't want to, in which case they both have advantage on the floor. So
I mean, I'm totally going to stand up. I have 60 feet of movement. I can afford to spend any of it and then run in a circle around this creature also, just because I can. Following that, of course, I will go ahead and I have advantage once again. 21 actually with advantage then.
Yeah.
10 versus the Worg.
Yeah, it's pretty much. This mouth is filled with blood between the hits across the mouth and the bite that it gets to you. It's like it's bleeding, and you know.
And then I got one more then for it. Let's see if I can finish it off with a 19 for 8 points of damage, and with the sword already in its teeth, just finish severing off the rest of its jaw.
Yeah, no, you manage to cut away a molar or something, and it flies off, but it's you don't make it. Wraith is a conscious guard. You're up.
Oh, I thought the Worg was dead.
No, he wasn't. It's not.
All right, well,
I thought it would be.
The owl flies in, grants advantage, which I'll use again with Firebolt. 23.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Another 6.
That will, in fact, kill the Worg and the Gobbo. The Gobbo, let's say the Gobbo is going to make his wisdom saving throw, and he runs for it.
And he's out of there.
You did manage to kill. Actually, you didn't manage to kill any of the goblin. One goblin. You managed to kill one goblin over here.
Yeah, we killed him preemptively. The others all ran away.
You search them. They basically have copper pieces, maybe a couple of silver pieces, but you do find a crude map of the area.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And it says, actually, it says in common. Boss. It says boss wants to kill dwarfs.
Okay. Well, it definitely sounds like they're heading towards the mine.
And in fact, they have you can see actually there is a box. I don't know where it's not at the river, but it's nearby. Maybe similar hex, and probably it's the abandoned village that you were there before. And there are several lines. Make an intelligence check, because you're a warrior. Because you might understand what's going on here.
Do in intelligence 14.
Yeah, you find that these are patrol routes, and all of them are north of the river.
Right. So they've basically been using this place as a staging ground even after we cleared them out once.
Yeah. So this must be an area that they're using. But you see several lines, which means that there are several groups. If this is a typical group, they have more than a dozen or more wargs and ward riders. So yeah, they're substantial forces. Not army size, but they are substantial forces.
Right. If they took all of that and just wandered into Narwhal right now, Narwhal's doomed.
Yeah, it would be.
Worgs are no joke. But I suppose I will Ultra Instinct over here before I finally lose the empowered state.
And I believe that you get exhausted after the potion is.
When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. So yeah, for about 6 seconds after a minute.
At least it's not like it used to be, which used to be that you would age a year.
Oh gosh, yeah. I can only use haste about 20 more times.
But it also meant that the original haste spell could cover to 4 creatures at a time, so it was pretty powerful.
You can age up multiple people as fast as possible. All right. Well, I'll probably look to Gar and go, we probably need to set up a camp somewhere just to see if Braith wakes up again.
Takes a couple of hours to wake up.
Mhm.
Mangled, but otherwise alive.
I guess we will take the short rest. Boop, boop.
Well, he won't wake up in the span of a short rest.
Right. It'll be an hour afterwards, but I'll have at least 1 hour of rest under my belt for this.
Literally, we need 3 short rests.
Mhm.
1, and then 1 for no reason, and then 1 so he can actually heal. Or use hit dice.
Yeah, so I've gone ahead and used 2 hit dice here myself.
Man, if one of
during
us was
all
an
that
elf,
waiting time.
One of us is an elf, we could just take 4 short rests and they could be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to do that. If only I had Alderman. Oh well. But yeah, I guess we're waiting here until Braith recovers. At the same time, he's not here. And we're also getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end, so as soon as he comes back, we do the closing. So yeah, plenty of action tonight.
Yeah, it's good we had those potions.
I mean, you know, an alchemist, you can buy more potions when you go back to town.
We don't make money though.
Well, you do have money though. You have some money. You've made.
Yeah, but like a basic healing potion is 50 gold, if I recall right.
I guess I could start renting out those rooms that I'm not using.
Yeah. But but like haste, I think is like a more than uncommon potion. It's like at least minimum like 200, 300 or something. Just if you just use DMG prices.
You've used all the potions, right?
I've started removing the ones that I have used. We currently have a potion of electric resistance, the helmet of sleep, and the watered down troll's blood potion. Today we've used the haste potion, the 2 doses of Kael'ton's potion, and we used up the superior potion.
This word we.
I mean, I use them for the benefit of the group here.
I'm not complaining you used them. I'm just saying there's no we. I think you used every potion that was used.
Yeah. But yeah, it worked out. Turns out doubling my action economy really nice.
I mean, also you could, if you ask her, you could probably get the, some of the materials, and that would probably lower the cost.
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting paid 30 gold every month.
I don't know that anybody has the herbalism feat.
Okay.
I mean, she could give you a list in the description.
Right. Well, I mean, herbalism is knowing the difference of what plants are what and being able to pick them and do everything.
Yeah.
That's why there's a whole feat.
Welcome back, Braith. We have chosen to rest for 3 hours to make sure that you are conscious again, but we are also wrapping up.
Braith is not holding up well, is he?
This was an incredibly dangerous and deadly encounter that could very easily have swung out of our favor.
I mean, it happens. The encounter with the bridge and this was pretty deadly, but the one bear, it's the action economy, right? That's one of the things about the one target. It's like you have the one big guy, they can only do so much, and the action economy. Really, right?
You're going from the butcher to the butched.
Also, I guess the most important thing is that these creatures are rolling 2 dice for their attacks, which immediately makes them incredibly more powerful. And they also get 2 attacks because of Rider and Worg.
Well, I imagine if they were kobolds riding wargs.
So there's actually
pack tactics.
I would say an effective 18 action economy on their side.
And they lost.
To 1 speedy boy and a turtle.
Well,
So-
at least you're able to kill him.
So let's wrap up then.
I always keep a little bit in the reserves to make sure I can get the hell out. I already thought, okay, looks like Kix is going down, and it looks like Braith is going down. So next thing I do is I'll Misty Step away, and then run, since Misty Step is a bonus spell action.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'll survive.
Yeah. I could have maybe split with the haste potion. That would just been funny.
Wasn't it? I already had it in my head. I was gonna get away. I'm not built to die.
All right. So I guess stuff. Characters.
Yes, let's start with Rectus. Tatum.
Brand, Bane.
Every name under the sun.
Gar, total wizard. There's nothing I like more than a good mystery. Self-improvement is my ideal. I sold my soul for knowledge is my bond, and my flaw is that unlocking an ancient mystery is worth the price of a civilization.
Griff.
Hey everybody, I'm Griffin. I play Kix the Shield. He's a cool, calculating individual. He believes hero stands against all challenges. Those under my command and responsibility come first, and I have an immense ego and delusion of grandeur.
What about
So
your
you're not
character, though?
You got me.
Yeah, and Robert.
And I'm playing Braith. I guess we'll change his name to Braith the Butched. No, Braith the Butcher. He is honest to a fault and resolute. His desires is to strive for truth and provide hope in a cruel world. His faith guides his conscience even when in doubt. There's a lot of that tonight. And he's known as the Butcher to many. And he wears that name with distinction and is somewhat prejudiced to his enemies.
And of course, I am Lesson Learned. Lesson Learned 1 on Twitch, being UGM, and also am a state streamer. Variety streamer. I'm streaming Yakuza 4 during the week as best as I can because this week is going to be very busy for me outside of streaming. So there's that. And we hope to see you all next week at the same time.
Yep,
Bye,
that's
everybody.
right.
Yep.
See you next time.
Talk to you
Bye-bye.
later.